Good question. It sounds just so cliche, but helping people motivates me. Seeing progress in our community motivates me. The unfairness, which came out of this morning's chamber meeting, that Eastern Connecticut is so under-resourced and underserved, and yet is one of the best places, in my opinion, to live. I grew up there. I don't think I'm articulating this very well, but I would encapsulate that all in to strengthening our community motivates me. Without, enumerating those challenges that are already well known, transportation and childcare and housing and all that stuff, I'll tell you from my corner of the world, which is running a small financial institution, some of the challenges actually are compliance. That is so dry and ugly an answer. But, the well-intentioned policy choices of our government sometimes have very unintended consequences. And I'll use a couple of examples. A few years ago, after the mortgage crisis happened, which was more than a few years ago, the government really cracked down hard on mortgages because people were taken advantage of, and there is no doubt about that. On the other hand, they put in rules that affect us just like it affects the crooks who actually moved on to other industries. One of those rules is if your mortgage is considered high-priced, then the financial institution has to do escrow. Now, we were in the market of financing manufactured homes, which in order, because they're higher risk, the collateral depreciates. Unlike a normal house, there's a lot of other things. And I'm really getting too technical. But I'm going to continue on with this just to finish it up. It was considered a high-priced mortgage, so the government said, you have to do escrow on this. Well, we're small. We don't do escrow. Escrow is actually kind of expensive for us to do, so we just stopped offering them. Now, we were offering those mortgages at like 5%, and the competition was offering them at 8%. So what good was it to take us out of that market? So, that is one of the really frustrating areas, is that here we are, we do all sorts of community work beyond really what our mandates are or what is in our lane for a financial institution. And yet, sometimes we feel like there's a lot of frustration that comes with that. We know we offer some products like credit builder loans, ITIN lending for non-citizens, that a lot of other larger and particularly the regional financial institutions do not offer. We think it's really important to be small and close to the community, and yet financial services is becoming a scale kind of product, and that's one of the reasons you're seeing so many mergers and consolidations. And I really think it's important that we maintain our closest to community, not necessarily by being small, but by not getting consolidated into someone else who isn't as connected. I say that my personal mission statement, and it's really simplistic, is building community. And I think that's a really interesting mission statement for a numbers person. It almost seems at odds with it, doesn't it? So I like to bring what I think is my talent set of being a numbers person, which I think is being analytical, to organizations, to community organizations. And yes, the flip side of that is the numbers tell the story, and then the other side of it is the storytellers need numbers people.